Hello, this is a review of the Bulova Precisionist 96B130 watch. Before I begin, I'd like to address an issue. I've been getting some comments lately on my videos. People are saying that I'm using inappropriate language and talking about certain subjects that are off color and so forth, and that they didn't appreciate that, and they're watching the videos with their children and this kind of thing. Well, while I'm against censorship, I am going to try to refrain from using foul language or talking about things that may be considered inappropriate by some people, just because I want as many people to see my videos as possible and get a benefit from them, and I don't wish to offend anybody, so I'm going to try to refrain from using foul language. Now, let's begin by going back in time to 1971. The Seiko Time Corporation introduced a watch called the Astron. This was a big innovation in timekeeping, as instead of using a mechanical movement to tell the time, it used mostly electric and partially mechanical movement based on vibrations of a quartz crystal. And this was the first quartz watch. And this watch had many advantages over the traditional mechanical watches, primarily in the accuracy. Whereas a mechanical watch is off by several seconds per day, a quartz watch could be accurate to several seconds per month. And this was a big innovation in the watch industry at the time. It was also not necessary to wind a quartz watch, seeing as how it ran on a battery, and you only had to replace the battery every so often. You didn't have to service an expensive movement or, keep it wound or on a winder like you would have to do with a mechanical watch. So people really liked these quartz watches, and they really took off in the 70s, and a lot of traditional watch companies went out of business because people didn't want to buy, mechanical watches were considered obsolete or whatever. Excuse me. Lately there's been somewhat of a turnaround. For example, Rolex still sells every watch they make, and several other of your high-end watch companies are doing very well, and there seems to be a resurgence in the mechanical watch industry, but quartz still has several advantages over mechanicals that really can't be ignored. Now, one of the things people say about quartz watches is that they don't have soul, or they just seem cold and impersonal or something like this. And one complaint you hear is that the second hand doesn't move smoothly. It moves in like 1 second intervals. It goes tick, tick, tick. It doesn't move smoothly around the dial like an automatic movement watch does. Well, that's when we come to our subject right here, the Bulova Precisionist. Now, the Bulova Precisionist is different from ordinary quartz watches in that it uses a 3-prong quartz crystal as opposed to a 2-prong. And what this does is gives you a higher frequency, and it actually vibrates 16 times per second. And what this does is it gives you the smooth sweeping second hand that you see here, and it also results in greater accuracy. Now, when these watches came out a few years ago, I took notice of them, but I didn't pay that much attention to them. I thought they were kind of high priced for a quartz watch, and I kind of blew off the accuracy thing. I didn't think that was that big of a deal. I didn't think they were that great looking or anything like that. Well, just lately I happened to see this model right here, and I saw it on Amazon, and the list price is $450, and they were asking $125 for it. So I decided to get it after thinking about it for a while, and I picked it up. And I have to say, first, the precision of it, when these first came out, I believe they were said to be accurate to 10 seconds per year. Now, I don't know if they're still claiming that, or I've heard claims anywhere from 10 seconds per year to 1 minute per year, so I don't know what the official claim is, but they are said to be extremely accurate. And from what I can tell, reading reviews and such, that most people are getting really good accuracy out of them. Now, this particular model Has a 42 millimeter stainless steel case, a stainless steel bracelet with solid links. The lug width is 22 millimeters. It has luminous material in the hands, not on the markers, however. It has a date feature at 6 o'clock, and it's water resistant to 30 meters. It does not have a screw down crown, and it does not have a screw in back. And the clasp is a deployant type clasp, double deployant. And the bracelet is held together by friction pins, which makes it fairly easy to size. I actually sized the band myself using just a needle and a hammer. And I'm not going to make a video showing how to do that, but there are several videos online on YouTube. Just type in how to size a watch bracelet, and you'll see some pretty good videos on how to size it. After having this watch for a few days, I have to say that I'm very happy with it. It's fairly heavy, but I don't think it's overly heavy. The case is not really sharp on the bottom, so it doesn't like dig into my arm or anything like that. I've had that problem with other watches. I've only had it a few days, so I can't really say, how the accuracy is, but I would suspect it would be quite good. Disadvantages of this watch: the battery life is said to be, I believe, 2 years, and I guess some quartz watches can go longer, but I didn't think 2 years is quite that bad, not for the accuracy you're getting and how cool it looks and that kind of thing. The water resistance, 30 meters, and Bulova is very conservative. They say you can expose the watch to splashes of water or rain, but you should not submerge the watch in water. So you won't be wearing this when you're swimming or showering or anything like that. It's not a factor to me because I don't wear my watches under those conditions. I think it's a very nice looking watch. It has the silver and gray tone type dial. It's got like some, in the center part, it's got kind of like a machining effect in there. It's got the rectangular hour markers and the silver second hand. I think legibility is quite good for basically what is a dress type watch. I don't have any problem reading it. Of course, at night, it's just the illumination on the hands is nothing to brag about, but that's not why you'd be buying a watch like this anyway. So I would have to say overall for, and the reason that I got it for $125, I should point out that I got it off of Amazon, and I believe that the particular vendor that sold it on there, they are not an authorized Bulova dealer, so you do not get a Bulova warranty. Bulova's warranty, I believe, is 3 years, and with this, I got a 2-year warranty that Amazon gives you through a separate company, so you're not getting a Bulova warranty with this. However, I don't think it's a big deal because quartz technology's been around quite a while. It's pretty reliable. I don't think that there's too much that could go wrong with this. So overall, for $125, I have to recommend this watch. It looks cool. Of course, it's going to keep excellent time. What would I like to see improved? I would like to see better water resistance. I would like to see a screw-down crown and case back and water resistance of at least 100 meters. I think that would be, a desirable thing. For automatic fans, I could see maybe putting a Sellita SW200 in here and selling it as an automatic watch. I don't know what they would be asking for price, but that might be an option there. They do have a line of automatics already, but I really don't care for the look of them too much. But yeah, overall, if you want a watch that's extremely accurate, looks good, it's a brand name, it's not just some fashion watch or whatever, check this out. I believe a little info on Bulova. I don't know a lot about them, but I know Bulova was started in 1875 in New York City by Joseph Bulova, who was a European immigrant. And Bulova is now owned by the Citizen Watch Company. So I've heard in another video that the movement in here is made by Myota, which is a subsidiary of Citizen, and that would make sense to me. Now, as far as country of origin or assembly, there's nothing on the watch or the manual that says anything about where it's made. On the bottom of the box, it says Box China. So we know the box is made in China. I would not be surprised if the movement was made in Japan and the watch, the movement was cased and the watch assembled in China. That would be my guess. However, most things today are like that, so that doesn't really bother me. As far as price, like I say, I paid about $125 online. The cheapest I've seen in one of my local dealers for this, a similar watch to this, not exactly the same, was about $375. So if price isn't a factor for you, you can, check these out at your local jeweler. I know, or department store. I know Macy's, JCPenney, Kohl's, and among others carry the Bulova line. So you could search on their website, type in your zip code, and they'll tell you, it'll say where you can get one. So overall, I recommend this watch. It's accurate, looks cool, well made. You really can't go wrong for what I paid for it. So if you want a cool looking, accurate watch, and you want to pick it up for under $200, check it out on Amazon, or check out the looks of it and try it out in your local jeweler, and I think you'll be happy. As always, comment, rate, and subscribe. Thanks for watching my reviews, and we'll see you next time.